What's the deal, YouTube? We're back with the weekly Bang Bang Next Gen Gamers Xbots versus Ponies Round 4. I don't know what happened in last week's show. The Xbox must have beat the fuck out of the Ponies because this week they're running scared. Right now I'm down to 2 Ponies. I got a few more joining, so they say, but I've been waiting here forever. I don't know what the hell they're waiting on. Maybe to get their courage or something. I don't know what the fuck's going on, man. But hold on. Let me turn that off in the background. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Hold on, ladies. We having some technical difficulties. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Hold on. I'm coming through both ways, man. Hold on, Jesus, some bullshit. Jesus. I don't know who somebody got a dog.
This shit funny to me.
Okay, I'm your new host now.
All right, everybody.
Oh shit!
All right, everybody. I have taken control.
Where'd he go? He fucking bounced?
No, he probably coming in and out.
Yeah.
He probably trying to
his
readjust
PC was
everything on
freezing.
his PC, and then that way he's not hearing his own goddamn echo.
He told me he was having problems with his PC.
That nigga don't even know how to build a PC.
Where the fuck? Hold on.
I wonder if we're still live.
We are live.
Yeah, we're live.
No, we're live.
Now we're just waiting on Nxtgen to get his ass back in here. Or Zaire, whatever you want to call him.
So have any of you guys played the Gears of War beta?
Oh yeah, I played that. That's pretty fucking cool.
I played some, yeah.
I've been playing that shit all like it's like I own that bitch.
That shit's fucking cool.
You know what? The slack that it got for graphics is unwarranted. Looks pretty good, man.
Yeah, for a beta, I'm pretty shocked.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm back. Got booted out of my own goddamn shit here. All right, let's go. All right, so I have a list of set here questions. All right, I have a question I'm going to ask each member on the panel, and give you guys a chance to answer the question. All right.
All right.
So we're gonna start here. I got a few new guests here. M, call him M. Shout out to M. First time participating in the show. All right. Here's the question. All right, now I want you to be as non-biased as possible. All right. I know you guys are ponies and it's kind of hard. You know what I mean? But I want you to be, as non-biased as possible. In your honest opinion, okay? This generation, who you think has been more for the gamer?
Look, I'm gonna be for real. I only got my PS4 last year here, but I've had a friend who's on one since 2013. And if you wanted me to be honest, I'd say that Sony has been leaning more towards everybody, but Microsoft, they've really been trying to go back in their shoes, back in their steps, and undo the wrongs they did from E3 2013. So I guess you could say probably Microsoft, to be perfectly honest with you.
Okay, get that pony a round of fucking applause. It's a smart fucking pony then. All right, Dean, in your honest opinion, this generation alone, who has been more for the gamer?
Yeah, definitely Microsoft. From their games with gold, they've been giving us AAA games. They've been giving us excellent games, opposed to Sony giving out these indies.
Oh shit.
And as well, PS Now making PlayStation owners repay for a game they already own. That's not for the gamers. And the number one thing, in my opinion, is EA Access. EA Access is excellent, how you get to try out the games for up to 10 hours, like the full game, up to 10 hours, and they give you a discount for it. And Sony denied it, saying that it wasn't in the best interest of their clients. So I have to say Microsoft.
You know what? Hold up, man. Hold up. You Xbox is sharp today, man. Get that guy a round of fucking applause. My man Rambo.
What's going on?
A recurring, member on the Bang Bang Next Gen Pony vs. Xbox. In your honest opinion, this said generation alone, who has been more for the gamer?
Man, I have to look at it from like my standpoint.
Okay.
I can't really look at it for like the whole general gamer because my standpoint, I don't really care about backwards compatibility. So to me, it was just more like a gimmick just to get people to come on the system, or I guess people to make the move from the 360 to the one. So that really doesn't factor into me. I buy my games, my AAA games. I don't wait for them to be handed out to me. So the games with gold don't really matter to me. Actually, the PlayStation Plus games have actually been more beneficial to me because they're actually games I haven't actually played because I'm too busy buying AAA games, and then I'm actually getting to witness some of these actual nice little indie games that are, thinking outside the box, a little bit different. So I would have to say actually PlayStation.
All right, all right, Zaire. If you don't mind, I'd like to add in another 2 cents.
Okay. Yeah. You got it.
All right, all right. Look, bro. All right, I get what you mean. All right, indies are nice, but there's only so many that stick out. Like Mighty Number 9 and Shovel Knight and Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. They're a fucking dime a dozen. But like backwards compatibility, the 7th generation is probably one of the better console generations with upwards of 600 to 700 games with hardly any of them having re-releases. Yeah, there's 3 masters, but those are only for the well-known titles, Batman shit.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So
but
backwards.
I played all those games.
Because all right, Bishop, but you have to consider it from other people's perspectives, like mine. Who only bought a PlayStation 3 recently in 2013. Son, I'm still.
What was your console of choice? So you just got a PlayStation in 2013. So you are a baby pony. So what were you gaming on before then?
Bro.
He said Nintendo. Didn't you see him say
Nintendo? No, I didn't hear. What were you gaming on before then?
I was gaming on a Wii U and a 3DS, and then I said, "Fuck it."
What? He had a what? Hold on. So are you going to tell the audience right here, and listen, I will say this show here, we don't do drugs, we don't do alcohol. You're going to tell the public that you were gaming on a 3DS. How old are you, sir?
All right, look, right, all right.
What happened?
Right now, I am 21.
What happened?
Tell that man you like the games you like, bro. Don't let him punk you,
Don't
man.
let him punk you. He's fucking with you.
Man, I'm just
fucking with you, man. Hey, Emery, man. Listen, I will commend you. It takes a lot of courage and fortitude, to come on and let everybody know that you was a Wii U homo. And you know what? For that, you're the game of the goddamn.
Man, I can't
150 stars.
No more. Or you know what I mean, son?
Emery said, "Put some respect on my name." Fuck that. Put some respect on it.
It's
okay.
Can I address him real quick?
Sorry, but you done messed up, Nintendo. That's all there is to say.
All right,
Can I address him real quick?
You got it. Who's that speaking?
This is Rambo.
Oh, Rambo. What's going on, Rambo?
Well, what he was saying about thinking about other gamers, I don't need to think about other gamers because I'm not you. I could care less what anybody else is having fun with or what everybody else is doing. I can only talk about me. So if you didn't get the chance to play those games, then yeah, it might be good for you. But I played them. I played them the whole console generation. The ones I wanted to play, the ones I didn't want to play, I didn't. So I can't really look at it as a whole because I'm not gaming everybody's system. I'm not every single person. I'm just one person, and I have to look at it from me being me as a gamer.
So you are selfish, Pony, is what you're saying. Very selfish.
Why should I care what
Consider bastard.
Yeah, all right, it's cool. Let's go along. Josh, what do you think about this? Who's been for the gamer this generation?
Shit, I want to say PlayStation because the amount of games they have, but they ain't putting out nothing that you love about PlayStation, like the God of Wars and shit. What the hell is my God of War, matter of fact? But I'm gonna say Xbox just because they got the games that I like to fucking play.
Greatness awaits.
All right, so you say Xbox been more for the gamer. Okay, Joseph, who's been more for the game of this generation?
I feel it's Xbox.
Okay, why is that, sir?
Simply because they don't have to remaster every little fucking game they did like Sony does. You don't have to go way back in the Xbox console library to find a great game. There's more exclusives coming out. Yeah, sometimes they go to PC, but they're still a Windows-based, game. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I choose Xbox because I'm not gonna pay or stream stuff from Sony just to enjoy something I played 20 years ago.
Well,
I want
things you
something
already
new.
own is what you're saying. Something you already own, you're not going to pay again for it?
No, I played it already. That's like people say, what about Crash Bandicoot? I want a new one. I don't want a remastered version. I want a brand new one. God of War. I don't want
one of those
Look how many times Sony remastered or put God of War on another console or a handheld. It's the same shit.
Mm-hmm.
In and out, in and out, in and out.
All right.
I don't want that shit anymore.
What God of War?
Or just port it over. Look at the handhelds. Look how many
There's only one God of War that was ever remastered.
You can play,
they keep on.
The God of Wars that came on the PS2, they was on the PS3, they were on the Vita.
Yeah,
and the ones on the PSP, they were put on the PS3, changing the labels.
They keep on putting it all over. It's like the same shit. People buy next generation consoles to play next generation games.
So basically, what Joseph is saying, if you're lactose intolerant, a PlayStation console is not for you because that console is milk. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Are you? So wait, are you?
You didn't even get any of that, and you didn't even get a good bag of cookies.
So you ain't playing none of those backwards compatible games, then, huh?
Yeah. So you're not taking advantage of the backwards compatible games, then, are you?
No, I'm not. It's nice to have, but I could care less.
But then that's where the third parties come in.
I'm not going backwards on three.
No Gears Ultimate Edition.
No.
Okay.
All right, so
I play it if I have to, but I have no choice. I want to play next generation games.
Did you buy it though? Is what I'm.
No, I didn't. I didn't buy it.
Okay.
Yeah, but why would you want to play next gen games when next gen games are such shit? You know?
I'm not gonna answer that question.
To your opinion, they might be shit. To his, it might be a different opinion.
That's right, T-Weaver. We're getting ready to give T-Weaver a round of applause.
Yeah,
That's right, T-Weaver. Speak up for the fucking Xbox. And in your honest opinion, T-Weaver, while you have the floor right now, who has been more for the gamer this said generation?
Microsoft, because Microsoft caters to the gamer. The customer wanted games, they gave them games. They wanted feature on the Xbox Live, they gave them features to the Xbox Live. Mm-hmm. Everything that makes the Xbox Live and the new Xbox One great, it comes from the customer's request, and Microsoft does the best they can to bring out those requests as fast as possible, just to cater to the best experience they can give to their consumer.
What games do they give you?
Anything that you ask.
Is that because they're getting their ass whooped, buddy?
Like what though?
And that they asked for backwards compatibility, they gave you backwards compatibility. They asked you for certain features on Xbox Live, they gave you certain features on Xbox Live. The party chat.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, they gave you everything.
And they even say, how many people were requesting to take a 360 disc and just pop it in the system?
Yep,
and
they gave
everyone
you
was
that.
like, oh, it will never work. It's never possible. You could thank the cloud for that.
They giving you games that they fucking choose though. It ain't like you can go pick any goddamn game.
They choosing them. It's the companies that's letting them go.
Oh come on, man!
Still the same shit, bro.
The number one thing that Sony players have been requesting all this time is for name change, and they haven't even given them that.
You guys don't even still have that shit.
Oh shit!
I don't understand why anybody wants to change their name. I don't.
What?
I have never changed my name on.
We had that shit back in 2005.
It's really not that serious.
And
though.
the Xbox holiday lineup always has a lineup. It's never sparse. It always has something that comes out.
It's always something cool.
Yes, because you have nothing coming out the whole year.
It's still a holiday console.
That's the only time the Xbox shines is November.
But the product still gives you product. It doesn't.
1 month out of 12.
Still gives
Ain't
you
shit
product.
dropping into Gears 4.
Still gives you product. Still gives you product.
But why wouldn't you want a console that gives you product 12 months out of the year?
But Sony gives the same
product.
The same could be said for.
And I don't want fucking indies. Is what I don't want.
Okay.
The same could be said for Sony though, because they release their products in like the first quarter of the year, and then the other half it's like sparse. So
there's new games dropping all the time. Just because they're not full on AAA heavy produced titles or heavy published titles doesn't mean that they're not good titles.
And that's your personal opinion.
It is better than nothing, fam.
That's your personal.
Yeah, indies It can be on a fucking cell phone.
People are the reason why
better than
people are still
nothing,
playing
fam.
Halo. The reason why people are still playing
It should
Halo
be on the
5 is
fucking
simply
Vita.
because
It should
there's
be on
nothing
the
between
cell
them.
phone.
Every single indie game you guys play on your PS4 can easily be on a tablet or on a smartphone.
But it's not.
So
But it's
why?
not.
Why should we? Why?
Damn, all the videos should be on the
Look,
3DS.
Sony's even missing their shot to actually take all those indie games and be able to put them on the mobile device. If I could be able to buy them on my device, Android or Apple, and I have the ability to buy those games on my device, I probably would buy some. But they don't do that. They always exclude to say let's only put it on PS4 or their handheld. No one wants to do that shit. When's the last time you seen it? When's the last time you seen a game or exclusive game for the Vita? No one talks about that one.
Nobody they
That's the Vita
trash the
trash.
Vita, man. Nobody cares about the Vita.
Vita trash. Who cares about Vita? Why you talking about Vita?
I
But
don't
you're
give
talking
a
about
crap
indie
Vita.
games. You're talking
Vita.
about indie games.
I'm talking about the indie games on PS4.
He just
Yeah.
feels like a small
Where's the la-
following of like Japanese developers. But yeah.
But when's the last time you've seen like a really great indie game besides the soccer cars game? When's the last time you've seen a really good one?
Everybody's going to the Rapture.
Good point. Good point. Good point.
There's
But no one's talking about them. No one's like diehard like, oh my god, have you played this? You got to play this. No one's.
So it has to be a popular one amongst everybody to be a good.
It has to be good to me. Like if it's not good, it must not be selling right.
All right.
It's
For free, like.
Here go the next question for you guys. Heavily rumored that Microsoft was supposed to is maybe announcing free Xbox multiplayer at this at E3. What do you think that Sony can do to counter this, or if they can? Because there's no secret, as far as financially, Sony's been struggling a little bit, and they're really depending on that $60 a year from the multiplayer. Help keep the light on. What do you think? Do you think Sony can answer that, or you would just just talk about the power again? So I'm gonna go with Emery first.
All right. So you know what? I don't even know if Sony is gonna do anything, but like I think I don't know, like they might announce backwards compatibility for the PS4 or something. Shit, I don't fucking know really.
So you don't think it's nothing
Man,
they
this
can
is a
do?
tough one. Not really. No.
All right, well put. I'm sorry. Yeah, you finished. I'm sorry. Finish. Good.
Yeah, I don't know if there's much they can do because shit, like they need that $60.
They need that moolah. They need that money.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sony stocks.
So yeah, they live in an old ass abandoned building with no light.
Xbox started this shit, so hey.
Oh my God! Give Emery a round of applause, man. Emery, you cutthroat, man. I praise you, my man.
I don't pull no jokes, nigga. Thank you.
All right. All right, Dean. What do you feel about this, Dean?
I don't know. I don't think there's anything they can counter with because they definitely need that money because all their other divisions are losing money. Their television divisions are losing money. In fact, the PS4 is basically what kept Sony afloat because not too long ago their stock was rated as trash, right? It was junk, right? So they need that money, and I don't think they can counter it. They can't. They can't counter it. And backwards compatibility, they can't do backwards compatibility with the PS3 games because of the cell architecture that they had on the PS3. So it's really hard for them to emulate that. So
That's a pipe dream at this point.
yeah, I don't think there's anything they can do. Maybe offer some better games for PlayStation Plus, but
Really? Yeah.
yeah, I can't see anything that they can do to counteract that.
All right. Rambo.
Are you now? We're talking about the like counteracting them, like possibly doing like Xbox Live for free.
Yeah, pretty much.
They're not going to do that. That's one of the big things that Phil Spencer has actually been quoted on like a million times, talking about how much Xbox Live makes. You're going to tell me there he's going to tell like if the 18 million people that own an Xbox One you don't have to pay for it?
Well, listen. According to the rumors,
Hey, Jabari is here.
Neither one of them gonna do
Give
that
a
shit,
round of
fam.
applause to Jabari.
shout out to my man Jay Barbie, King
Yo.
Pony himself.
Yo,
Hey,
first of all,
Jabari, the Pony Master is here.
I'm trying to enjoy my little vacation from YouTube, and I'm hearing this this dumb finery that's being spoken about on PlayStation.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
speak on it.
And you already know
Nigga.
when you speak about PlayStation, you come with the facts because I'm gonna get you.
Wait.
Jabari said when it comes to
So,
PlayStation,
wait, I want to go ahead and address something real quick.
All right,
Jabari says swiggity
Because
smoothie. I'm
one of
counting
the
for that
things,
smoothie.
did y'all forget like who did the free online and actually still made that out just fine? Actually
What
ended
is
up
that?
selling even more than the Xbox 360. It was the PS3.
Exactly.
no,
Yeah, but
You think they
cost.
can't honestly do it again? Heck,
At the
they're
end
already
of
doing
the
it $10
generation,
cheaper
the
than
PS3
Xbox.
won,
Hold on one
right?
second, Rambo. Honestly, the 360 actually outsold the PS3 as
Nope.
of holiday
By
season,
what?
Nope.
according to Aaron Greenberg.
Nope.
Well, according to
Okay.
somebody
Just-
at Microsoft, yeah. Okay.
All right.
2 weeks, just
All
2
right.
weeks
You
ago,
can't even
it was
put out,
announced
can't even
that
put out
All
numbers.
right, let's settle down for a moment, all right? All right, towards the end of the generation in like 2010, 2011, 2012, Microsoft wasn't putting out no exclusives for the 360, aside from Gears and Forza and Halo. So how the fuck did the Xbox end up outselling the PS3 when the PS3 made such an amazing comeback?
No, the PS3 made a comeback. Yes, it did. But when the PS4 came out, people stopped buying the PS3,
Here.
and they stopped kind of releasing games for it. Where
Here's the
Xbox was
fun
still
fact
releasing
for you.
games. They're releasing Forza Horizon. They just
Tomb Raider.
released Tomb Raider.
That's not even true. PS3
How's
was
that
still
not true?
Alright, but
dropping.
see, look,
PS3 was still dropping.
Portovers. You see
No, if you look at the sales
I don't need to
after the
look.
PS
I bought
after the
games. I
PS
don't need to
after the
look.
PS
I don't need
after
to
the
look.
PS4 came out, the Xbox 360 was outselling the PS3. It's a fact.
No,
Okay, so-
just recently they announced that PS3 have worldwide outsold Xbox One. I mean Xbox 360 worldwide.
Where's that? Where's that?
Listen, hey, Jabari, I'm not. Well, according to Aaron Greenberg, when did the 360 was it last Black Friday or the year before? The second the 360 has came back and passed.
probably the Black Friday.
No, I'm talking about an article that has recently came out. Like,
I'm just not
weeks
listening.
Are y'all really quoting Aaron Greenberg, like the person
that's what I'm
actually
saying.
works for
That's Aaron
Microsoft?
Greenberg.
So can I quote?
What is this with the lie though? I mean, you know, I know I'm not biased. I'm a moderator here. But if someone's lying about their numbers, Sony, that's usually their thing. Like
No,
they got sued over their
Microsoft,
PSP numbers.
Microsoft has two. Microsoft has two.
They got sued over their PSP numbers. I'm just saying. But anyway, let my man finish answering the question. So you're saying that if Microsoft do allow free multiplayer, which I'm trying to answer for the audience, that my question is, do you think can Sony counteract this because they are dependent?
Yeah,
on,
Sony will just do the same thing.
But if that's
So they can't afford to do the same
I just want to
thing.
point this out.
How do you,
If they were going to do the same thing, why are they even charging for multiplayer on the PS4 when it's free on the Vita and it's free on the PS3? I don't
Because
understand
niggas
that.
gonna pay for it.
because they got people to pay for it. Why not? I mean, why not? If you're able to get the money, get it.
The reason why Sony said that they were gonna
If Sony is so broke, now remember, Microsoft charged the whole time on the 360. Sony didn't charge on the PS3, but yet they still were able to build the better system and charge less money than what Xbox was.
Yo, on PS4, you can't. There's a lot of things you can do on PS4 you can't do on PS3 network-wise, regardless.
And you don't.
Besides what multi? The only thing you have. I'll be honest here. I have all the systems. Only thing I noticed on the PS3, it's on the same network. The only thing is party chat. The only reason you can have party chat on the PS4 because they have more RAM.
It's not the same thing.
What else can you do?
Well, you can't change your name, that's for sure.
Oh shit! The gloves off.
Good luck with that one.
You can still play online without on some games without even paying for the.
That's only on
What is that? A port over?
That's only on free-to-play games, man.
The PS3 network was horrible, man. I remember having to do updates on that thing, and it would take forever.
Let me tell
man.
you something. Sony lost me after they stole 40 million or 50 million people's
So
debit cards.
Did Xbox lose you this generation? Because the network is horrible this generation.
Shit, at least it works.
Oh, good one. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but how many times has it been hacked by Lizard Squad in the last year?
How many times has Sony been hacked? And it got your personal, How many
Sure.
times has Sony been hacked and it took your personal
How about
information?
this one?
How many times has
Let me
Sony been
know.
hacked
How many?
and someone charged something to the user's account and
Get 'em
Sony didn't
points.
give you back the
Yeah,
money?
get 'em
I
How
can,
many
points.
I can,
times?
I
How
can,
many
find,
times has?
I can find the
How about this
same
one?
articles for Xbox as well.
Xbox
How
has
many
never
times?
I can
Xbox has
find the
never been
same
hacked
things for
where it took
Xbox.
your personal information. That's
How
not
many?
true.
How
Not
many
once.
times?
There's
How
people
many
that hack
times?
Xbox all the time. Like, what's the dude?
Listen,
Minnesota Burns. He used to get his account hacked all the time.
We got these
Proof.
Xbox
Yo, it's proof. It's proof. Yes, both consoles can be hacked. We've been proving that.
You remember a 5-year-old hacked
about-
Xbox One.
Yeah,
so
but it's a fact.
Get out of here with that.
But how many times has Sony said? How many times has Sony said we're down for maintenance? They come
A
back out. It's still
5-year-old
shit.
hacked
It's still
Xbox
shit. It's
One.
still shit. It's
People
still
had
shit.
stolen on Xbox too. I
And they're
just
charging
googled
you
it. Kotaku.
$50 and PS4 still shit.
When PlayStation is down for maintenance, or when it's in maintenance, it's not down. Sir.
Bring this away.
It's not down.
Robbing the
You know what was
How
down
many-
though this weekend?
robbing them. They're robbing the player. Robbing them.
How many times has Xbox actually came out and actually gave y'all free, extra time on your Xbox Live for being down and affected so many times?
Are you kidding me?
Especially for this
Okay,
weekend.
wait a minute. Major Nelson.
There was nothing wrong with my freaking console this week.
Okay, so
There was nothing wrong this weekend.
Major
Nothing
Nelson's
wrong for
alive.
me. I was online
There
all
was nothing
weekend
wrong
long.
for you, but according to
Well, you
Xbox
think
Live
every
status,
time-
there was something wrong,
Wait,
sir.
wait. You think every time some Microsoft does something wrong on their console, they have to fucking give you something?
I'm saying Microsoft, Xbox was down and affected for 2 weeks straight.
I didn't have any fucking problems. That's
You
why.
might not have, but that doesn't mean
goddamn
everybody else
lie.
didn't.
You a god. Yo,
I
Xbox,
never had any
Xbox had
problems.
issues this whole weekend, sir.
I didn't have any problems.
Even to
You
the
didn't
point
have
of Major
no-
Nelson
you might not have
had to
problems.
come out and say it.
I personally had no problems, but
I
I'm
didn't
going
have
by
any
the status
problems.
page. I'm going by the
I didn't
status
have any
page.
problems.
Just like when you go on PSN and you look at the status page, you issue,
Hey,
PSN is down.
what-
I'm not
People
the
might
one
not have
asking
that
for
issue.
free shit.
Xbox Live
I
had
don't need
issues,
free
sir.
shit.
Sir,
Whether
Xbox Live had issues this weekend, sir. Are you
whether
satisfied?
whether or
It's
not
not
Global. If it was global, that's freaking understandable.
Me.
whether
Okay,
or not
I want to know
whether-
this. How the fuck you guys have 40 million systems sold and only 300,000 Ratchet and Clanks has been sold?
Oh,
Can you
shit,
tell me
gloves
that? Can you tell me that?
Switching topics real quick.
Ratchet and Clank. Oh, it's so different. It's so different. It's a next gen experience. No, it is the same fucking shit.
300,000 where, sir?
It's a fact. Look at the fucking skill.
300,000 in a week? That's what you're talking about?
Hey, weak. Yeah, you're fucking dreaming, dude. You're dreaming.
When did Ratchet and Clank come out?
Because they
Fucking week ago.
undersupplied physical copies.
Yo, this guy's done. Don't come to don't bring up shit.
It's,
okay, I want to get back on topic of the of the
bring
online
back the
on the
topic.
online
He's about to
service.
get done.
Fire, can we please get back on
When
topic?
when it comes to the two services, okay, let's for argument's sake, let's say PlayStation goes down, Xbox goes down. The one thing that I am definitely much more secure with is my security and my credit card information on my Xbox. How many times has the PS4 been hacked and your information has been out there? How many times have you seen articles when users' accounts have been hacked? Sony refused.
I'm going to answer your question.
And Sony refused. Can I finish talking? And Sony refused to repay that customer's account until it was blown up on the internet.
Okay, Dean, I want to answer your question. I want to answer it exactly the same way you answered about Xbox Live. It never happened to me since I put my credit cards on PlayStation 3 when I first got it, so it never happened.
Happened to me.
Never happened to me. Never happened to me. How many times did that happen to you, Dean?
Happened to me once where I got an email telling me to change my information.
Oh, it happened to you.
No,
you're talking about 2011. You're talking about 2011.
Aside, listen, and I know I'm non-biased here, but my debit card information, I got charged for some FIFA shit that I don't even fucking play FIFA. But you know what I mean. But I'm just saying it happens. That's not, you know what I mean. And actually, the guy too from I think from the UK, I think it was like all these. I think they charged him $600, and Sony only giving back $150, which was fucked up. Come on. At the end of the day, we can how you say, we can be fans of these platforms. But what they did to my man, that was fucked up.
Well, no,
when they disputed the charges,
they
they
did
lost
was
about his
fucked up.
account. Like that was fucked up, man.
What they did was fucked up. I will admit that.
Not
Yeah,
right.
that's
Hacked in 2011. Now he's acting like it's being hacked every year.
It's not being hacked every year, but it's happened. It's happened one too many times. It happened more than one time.
2011. That was
It's the way it happened.
My man is bringing up
It's the
issues that
way
he's
it
never
happened.
been through, but he's claiming it's unsecure. You never been through the issue, but it's unsecure, sir.
I just said I was
I've
through
been
the
through
issue
it.
one time. Oh, you're talking to him. Sorry.
I've been through it.
Yeah,
They double charge me all the fucking time.
They double charge you all the time.
All the time on PS3.
Yeah. Yeah.
All the
uh-huh.
time.
Yeah, I believe you, sir.
Yeah, sure.
Yo, you do fire, God.
oh shit. Hey Josh, is something that you want to add to this, Josh?
I don't think neither one of them motherfuckers gonna do it because they missed their bread. Why would they give up that free bread? It don't make no sense.
I agree with Josh. Ain't nobody gonna do that.
No, I agree with you too. Yeah, there ain't. There ain't
I actually agree with you guys too. I don't think they're gonna do it.
Who's the dumbass that made that room up?
I don't know.
Crap was talking about that today.
I mean, just consider the source.
They're not gonna do that shit.
Hey, yo, if
If Mike quit
Microsoft
paying
stop
for it, they'll do
paying
it.
for
If they do,
Xbox
they
Live,
do.
that's a lot of money they losing. Because damn well the fans ain't buying no games.
I think the pushback. I think there's a little pushback from some of the Xbox fans saying, "Oh, why did the PC guys don't pay for live?" But at the same time, those guys don't get games. With games with gold, we get like 4 games a month, so
Games
you
with
can't
gold.
really compare it.
Well, that's according to the rumors that
Realize that
Microsoft.
we can buy like your games with gold that you get every year for less than what you're spending on live.
Nah, it's like $4 a month, man. Jesus.
I think it's less than that.
If
Yes.
you the actual suggested
like
retail price is $59.99. Half of those games you can get like at least the 360
12 months
you
a
can
year?
get for like
You
$1.
gotta understand, at the end of the day, they take both consoles and they tally up what they gave away free at the end of the year. And last
PlayStation's
year,
always on
yeah,
top.
it is a couple, maybe like a couple of dollars more.
A couple of dollars. Last year was $900 some for Xbox and over
Xbox One was
$1,200
like
for
$800.
Yeah, but
PlayStation.
if you looked at the quality of the games, though, big
They're
difference.
both giving
Come on.
free
Quality,
shit.
quality, that's subjective, man. We talking about
Well, quality is nothing but subjective.
No, it was.
For me, it's
you're
what
comparing
games they're
triple
giving
A's to indies. You can like
Quality-
indies all you want,
quality is
but,
subjective.
but triple A games are worth more than indies. Sorry, in my book. I'm sorry. I didn't buy a next gen
That's
console to
called
play
subjective.
indies.
How did it improve that last year? When PlayStation offered more value for their consumers.
What kind of value do they add? What kind of value do they add?
He just talked about how triple A's offer is more money than indies.
It's very rare you see them
Has
give away
offered more
free
money, more stuff.
AAA though. It's very rare.
Okay, how many times does PlayStation or PS Plus actually use the same game to give you multiple
Exactly.
months? Never.
Yeah, wow. I give Xbox credit when it's due. They're doing pretty good as far as the games will go. But at the end of the day, that exposes a lot of these motherfuckers that don't buy no damn games.
I'll be honest with you. I have a
Okay.
feeling they're gonna give away Ratchet and Clank away for free eventually.
When it comes to buying
Why would they
games,
do it?
I gotta say, Xbox players, Xbox users, they buy games. The PS4 users, they don't buy games. I think they rent most of their
Xbox
games.
users.
Neither
What
one
the
of them
fuck
buy
type of lying ass
games.
shit is that?
Well, you guys have more. You guys have
Yo,
more.
my man, who in the podcast in
You
here
guys-
talking about?
you guys
waiting
have
for,
more PS.
Sunset Overdrive.
You guys have more PS4 out there, but yet your exclusive games sell less. That's a fact because
Everybody's not going for the same damn
Microsoft
games,
released their exclusive games, and all of them outsold all of your exclusive
That's
games.
not true.
That's
That's a goddamn lie.
Jabari,
PlayStation come in the
Jabari,
Chiefs collection ain't now sold The Last of Us Remastered.
That's not
Jabari,
true.
how many copies total did
How come
Bloodborne
they
sell?
gave away Sunset Overdrive?
I don't know how many Bloodborne sold.
Not
But
a
You can
single-
find that information.
not a single Xbox exclusive that's outsold The Last of Us Remastered. Not a
How
single.
much is The Last of Us? How much is The Last of Us remastered
Wait,
sell?
hold on. 1 second for the record. Wait,
Close
hold
to
on.
5 million.
Hey, Rambo, you saying that the Last of Us remastered outsold Halo 5?
Yes, it did.
And yet,
Where?
that's still a remastered.
Wait,
Where
hold
is
on.
it?
That's
So?
a
Where the fuck
Well, I'm
the
talking about
stipulations come
on the
in at?
PlayStation 4, The Last of Us remastered outsold Halo 5?
Yeah, it did.
We need some numbers. What did
It's almost 5 million for The Last of Us, and
I want some NPD.
close to 4 million for Halo 5.
It looks like some more people joined.
Yeah, we got Ken in here, Masters, and Kevin. And
It's official.
All right.
Yo, there's a lot of lies being told here.
Yo,
Somebody
for real, I
said-
come in here and some bullshit.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah,
Ken
yeah.
Master, I thought you couldn't join
So
me.
there's a lot of mudslinging going on in this chat right now.
Nah, I
It's
got
what-
home. I got home. I got home in time.
Oh yeah, the
Nah,
chat.
nigga. Pappy Jabari joins it. Fuck, I'm coming in there too, Bari.
Nah, I wasn't home. That's why I told you I couldn't make it. But I made
Now,
it.
honestly, I was gonna take a break, but I heard my mans and them talking. I'm like, yo, what's going on?
Jabari was late to the party, y'all. Dang. Jay Barry doorbuster.
I'm taking a little YouTube hiatus right now, but I'm like, yo, I can't let this be said about PlayStation.
Yeah.
I want to ask the Xbox
First of
guys
all,
here.
somebody said Xbox had more exclusives. That's a lie.
That's not the question. Stay on
Talking
track.
about PSN got
Nobody ever said that, fam.
And no one ever said that shit.
Yo, somebody said.
Somebody
I
did
heard
say
somebody
that.
say it, though.
Somebody
said
did say that.
Nobody said that.
Listen,
I want
ladies
to
and
ask the
gentlemen.
Xbox guys.
Wait, hold on 1 second. I must remind all the people in this podcast this is a non-drug and alcohol-free environment. Okay, so don't come in with the bullshit. All right. So, hey, you ready for the next question? All right, here we go. PlayStation 4 Neo. Do you guys? I'm asking. This is a Sony question, but I'm gonna ask the Xbox guys the same question. Let's go over one here now. With the PS4 Neo, there's a lot of internal fight going on between the Pony camp. Do you think this is going to lead to a civil war between PlayStation fans? You know, start with you, Jabari. You think it's going to lead to a civil war between PlayStation fans over this PlayStation 4 Neo?
No, I haven't seen no civil war as far as people disputing it. There's some people that's against it, but I don't think it's going to be.
Well, what I mean by civil war, you got the better version of the game.
Is it going to be like a dispute?
Nah. I don't think that's going to be the case at all, because if everything that Sony said applies to what the console's going to be, then there shouldn't be any civil war between anybody.
Well, some people say, hey, you get to play your shit in Neo mode. That's not fair. Sony, I bought this PS4 2 months ago.
So what?
Sony, I bought my PS4 a year ago, and I'm already getting ripped off. God damn!
It doesn't. Listen, these companies is not going to care about when you bought the PlayStation. If they got to advance their console, they're going to advance their console.
There's some people.
I'm pretty sure.
Console right before the next generation.
I'm pretty sure they're going to have a Gears of War 4 bundle, right?
All right.
Is Microsoft going to be like, you know what?
Sorry, listen. All right.
Let's not release it. They're not gonna care about that. They're gonna release the console.
All right, but Jay Barry, here's the thing. In advancement, this is like a small increment. This is like the new 3DS of the PS4. This ain't that big a leap. So it ain't really worth it in the long haul. You know?
All right.
Your voice is crazy, fam.
Okay, well, listen, you talk about your fellow Pony. All right, Mr. Official, what do you think? You think there's gonna be some infighting between you ponies? You know, but who got the Neo mode? Who's talking?
I doubt it, first and foremost, because if that's the case, it would have been civil wars with PC dudes. So for anybody who thinking it's gonna be
What do you mean by that?
Cross game.
Because I mean, PC guys got lower spec, you know what I'm saying, rigs, and then you got high end spec rigs. So I don't think it'll be like any
That's
fight.
funny though.
Okay, but listen, to be fair,
It'll
when
be the
people buy
same thing in
consoles,
comparison.
but console gamers expect a level playing field. You know what I mean?
It
But
is
like I
a
said,
level
you've been
playing
reading the comments in the comment section. People saying, like, "Hey, I just bought my fucking PlayStation 4 from Sony. Fuck you." So
I mean, of course, the Xbox dudes is gonna focus on that. I mean, it's
nothing to do
people
with
who just
Microsoft.
bought
They ain't got nothing.
Xboxes.
this ain't got nothing to do with Microsoft.
Hey,
Talking
I'm
about
just saying. I understand. It don't got nothing to do
Was
with
there
Microsoft, but what I'm
outcry?
saying
Was there
is,
outcry
with
when
the elite Xboxes and all of that shit?
when that came out?
Well, we're talking about playing games with higher graphic fidelity.
But don't the elite load games quicker?
Yeah, but it's not that.
That don't mean shit, man.
Yeah, but it's not that big of a leap. And also, you know what else? It's only the newer games that are going to be supported with this feature that are coming out. And it's also a question of how much longer do these consoles have if 3 years in.
That's not the case.
That's
It's not gonna be a
That's
level.
That's not the
case.
case. It's not with the newer game. They already said
It's
the
not. It's gonna
game's
be
old
every
or
single
new.
game.
Yeah,
Right.
They
Will be
said they
supported.
patch it to support the Neo.
It's
Yeah,
not
but-
gonna be a level playing field though if the old one
Yeah, but
drops
it's not
frames and shit.
I'm wondering if they do come out with this Neo, they would probably in the future just discontinue
Holy shit.
older PS4s.
What I'm saying is like, you know, the PS4 has only been on the market for 3 years, but here y'all saying, okay, it's going to make graphical leaps, but that just goes to show,
It's
all
not-
right, how much of a leap is it? If this
It ain't gonna make no
It's not
crap.
gonna be no graphical
Ain't no
leap.
graphical
It's gonna be the same graphics. It's just gonna be 1080p, 60 frames per second.
No,
It
this
ain't
is
gonna be no
high
1080p.
graphics.
It's not going to be the
no,
same
I'm talking
graphics.
about like on the Neo.
No,
That's what I'm saying.
And if that's the case, what's even the point of them doing it? If just deal with it, just deal with
The
what you
Neo,
got.
No, listen, for
the
those
only
who
thing
didn't,
Neo is going to be able to do is do 1080p, 60 frames
No.
per second. It's going to have
They
the
said,
upscale.
It ain't doing that either, fam.
okay,
Do
listen.
y'all read
listen.
articles for y'all folks to just
According
throwing
to,
shit out?
listen,
Like,
according to
y'all be
what I
reading?
read, according to the email that I read, that the games will look better graphically. I mean, not just, resolution doesn't determine graphics. So games will look better graphically in Neo mode and running at higher resolution and frame rate,
And
higher graphic fidelity.
You might have. I mean, you might have a few blades of grass more. I mean, it's not going to be something like.
Listen,
it's
we're
not
talking
gonna be
about 4
basically going
teraflops
from PlayStation 2 to
compared to
PlayStation 4
1.8.
Neo. You know.
Let's think about it. We're talking about 4 teraflops plus compared to 1.8. That's in a closed environment. That's that's substantial.
Yeah, but you got a regular PlayStation doing 60 frames and dipping, and the other one not. That ain't a level playing field, though.
So me your words, John. What you saying? Me your thoughts, Josh.
All right, but John, what about the already 40 million units out there?
It's my turn, fam.
Ripped off, they should have just released the PS4 like this at the beginning of the generation.
I agree.
Man, that Neo ain't gonna be by shit. I don't even know why people is talking about
I'm not even gonna buy it.
There's nothing else to it.
I don't. Do you complain to Apple every time they every time they release a new
Pretty
iPhone?
much, yeah. Yeah, bitch and moan. You know
Then
why?
are you in the?
Galaxy
Do you
Note?
even know how to be a consumer?
Years ago, and I still got an iPhone 4S.
Do you know what it means to be a consumer? You have to make your decision.
Rambo, stop. It's too funny, bro. Stop.
All right,
That shit fit to be the same PlayStation with a damn Blu-ray, 4K Blu-ray. I don't even know why y'all boys crump.
All right.
What are you saying, Josh? What are you saying, Josh?
That shit fit to be the same PlayStation with a 4K Blu-ray, and boys is hyped for it. I don't know what y'all
It's not
hyped
going to
for.
be the same
The
PlayStation.
ones who choose
They're going to be using. They're using
That only
more.
gonna be doing shit.
They're using
man.
different hardware.
You worried about them little extra ass little?
No,
what you
I'm
want,
not.
3 more frames per second. Come on, fam.
Yeah, it's stupid. It's the same thing they said about San Andreas, the PS2 version. Has an extra fucking frame. Look how more fidelity it is. Great. No, fuck that.
We got two guys on the Xbox side saying two different things. Zaire's saying 4 point whatever teraflops.
No, Zaire is neutral. Zaire is neutral.
And then this other guy saying it's not.
I'm just saying what I read. I was told this.
And this other guy didn't read then.
Listen.
Okay.
A lot of these guys ain't reading it.
Well, let me say this. For those guys who knew.
All right, but y'all gotta listen. Fucking the ones who choose not to upgrade. It's like we essentially getting ripped off. We get the shade versions of games, so they're fragmenting the market internally.
But they're not, did you read?
And okay, we got some fighting here. We got some fighting here.
That's not the case.
Hold up, did you read any of those articles?
He didn't read the article.
I don't think he read it.
I have read the articles.
What did they say there?
Explain it.
I read them shits.
No, let him explain. Go ahead.
Look, alright, I'm not even saying it's gonna be exclusive games on the PS4 Neo, but I'm saying it's like they're saying that okay, so let's just say for instance, for an example, that Watch Dogs 2 comes out next year, alright? Right. If Watch Dogs 2 came out, it could be 1080p, 60 frames per second on the Neo, but it could be 20 frames sub 720 on the regular.
What the?
Why would? Okay, why?
Yo, what the fuck did I just listen?
It's not even
Holy
There's
shit.
not even a 720p game.
You have a headache just to listen to that shit.
Yo, you
get what I'm saying.
Zaire moderate.
Alright, but guys, listen. Y'all not getting what I'm saying.
Listen.
Because you're not making sense.
Eventually, they're gonna take advantage of the PS4 Neo at one point in the future.
Can I please? This
Wait,
new
hold
Neo
on,
thing.
hold
Wait. This new Neo thing is just a choice. It's a choice.
It's a choice.
It's not. That's all it is. It ain't a fucking graphic fidelity thing. It's just a choice. If people don't have a PS4, that's all it is.
Thank you, Joseph.
It ain't something that's drastic. Some of you guys going no, it's just a choice. I personally don't have a PS4, so if I were going to buy a PS4, yeah, I probably would buy a Neo. There you go.
Alright, but Ken, see, the thing is none of us end up buying a Neo, and at some point in the future, the gap is going to be really wide between Neo and PS4 game.
How the hell is it going to be a gap when all of the games will play on a regular PS4 or the PS4 Neo?
Look, this is
what are you talking about?
Yo, this is like a fidelity when you have a PC and you have, for instance, Quantum
Lord.
Break, and you want to run it in a different mode. That's all it is.
Yeah, but PlayStation niggas fit to be getting that Batman Arkham Knight treatment.
All it is a mode. It's a Neo mode. It's like the PC has an Ultra mode.
Zaire,
That's all it is.
I gotta pump the brakes on this, yo. First of all, if you actually read Emery, the mandate, Sony's gonna have a mandate where the games are gonna be able to run on both consoles, it's basically frame rate. Like,
yeah, but they have to run at a higher. Yeah, but the thing is, they have to run.
They're not locking anything out though.
But they have to run. Yeah, but the thing is,
they don't have to do anything.
They don't have to do anything.
Right, but the thing is, they have to run at a higher fidelity on the Neo, and then eventually.
Sony mandated that. The only thing, they're not going to budge on frame rate.
It's pointless to explain, man. You just gotta let him.
I didn't hear him about the no frame rate. Now, what I've read, like I said a few weeks ago, about 2.5 weeks ago, that games will look noticeably better in goddamn Neo mode.
Thank you. Thank you.
Listen, and again, and we're talking about, according to these specs, we're talking about 4 teraflops plus compared to 1.8 teraflops.
That's a big
jump. That's a lot of fucking.
That's a big fucking jump.
It's going to be a leap as far as, graphics and whatever. It's not going to be something like the PlayStation 3 to PlayStation 4 leap or whatever, but I mean it's going to be a difference.
It's just getting them to 1080p 60 frames per second, that's it.
You'll see a little bit more graphics, okay, a little bit better, maybe better shadow quality or something.
So even if you say,
wow.
Also, look at it like this then. If you got some games on the PS4 that's 900p, then you got some games that are 1080p 60 frames a second in Neo mode on the new PlayStation 4 Neo. So what are you saying? Like, basically, honestly, the guys that bought the first
original PS4 are going to feel ripped off. Yeah.
So I get what he's saying.
You said there was going to be fragmentation. There's not going to be fragmentation.
Not.
Right.
Just because you feel ripped off, man.
Right now you can cross-play with PC guys that have bigger PCs than your consoles. Is that affecting your online play?
No.
But it ain't playing no games like Gears and no shit like that
That's
that really matter.
That's not fragmenting the community. I play War Thunder. I play Paragon. PC guys all the time. I don't feel no difference of them having an advantage over me.
Yeah, but you ain't playing shit like
we also got
also fighters as well. Street Fighter.
There's also isn't there rumors about the Neo also helping out the virtuality, the PlayStation VR?
Well, it will.
The reason why they're doing that.
That's not a rumor. That's something.
But that's the biggest reason why they're doing this. Though.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
No, I don't think
so.
They're doing it because the PS4 came out way underpowered. All these next-gen consoles came out underpowered.
Dude,
oh my lord!
Lord help us.
Sony already said that the PSVR is already capable of being played on the PS. All 40 million PS4s that's already out. What are you talking about, dude?
If that's the case, why would the PSVR have a processing unit?
Emery.
If it needs the PS4.
Listen.
Emery, wait. I want to ask you a question. You said you bought your PlayStation 4 like a couple of months ago?
No, I bought like a year ago in February of 2015.
What's your PSN? Papers, please.
My PSN?
Yes.
You bought a year ago. What's the complaint if you bought a year ago? You feel ripped off that it's a different...
Type your PSN.
I don't know how someone can feel ripped off, but okay.
Well, this guy, he was a Nintendo gamer and he got a PlayStation 4. And he thought he was getting the latest, greatest, hottest technology.
But he was.
To be honest, and they're coming out with a new system.
At that time. At that time, it was.
So what? I mean, what happens
to
people?
A little ripped off.
There's still people playing on the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360, and they're not sitting there feeling ripped off.
Your PS4 is going to be fine with VR.
And they're not even able to play the games we play. And this one's going to play the same exact game.
No, but listen, and not to take shot, but I kind of fear this guy. He was a Nintendo dude. He wouldn't got the PlayStation 4 last year.
So I went and got the PlayStation 3 in December 2013.
He got the latest, hottest shit. Now Sony's
you said December 2013?
Hey, Jay Bari.
No, he got it in February of 2015.
You said 2015, guys, February. That's all it is.
If he waited a year and a half to get the PlayStation 4, then why can't he wait another year and a half to get the Neo? And then he won't have to feel ripped
off. At the end of the day, maybe it's a choice.
All right.
If I bought the Wii U last year, am I going to feel robbed when the NX come out?
No, you should be homosexual, but we're not going to talk about that.
All right. All right, look, all right. If y'all niggas want to know why I waited.
Are you black?
All right, look, right. If you
no N-word, no N-word, please.
Right. If y'all want to know why I waited to get the PS4, it's because at first I really didn't think it was worth it. But one of my friends, he has a PS4, and he nagged me into getting it, and I'm like, fine, dude, I'll do it. But man, you got a game share with me.
The fuck?
So you're a
That just
Nintendo
means you
dude.
gullible, bro.
Oh,
You're
and
a
also,
Nintendo dude. So
First of all, you don't buy no console just because your friend is enticing you to buy it.
yeah, well, I got a PS3 to like play with him, but then he got a PS4 and he just sort of like abandoned me, and I'm like, well. Oh, and also another thing, when I bought my PS4, my local GameStop stuff, they had a promotion going on.
There, your screening process needs to.
What the?
You need
You
a.
got it to play with your homeboys. Don't let them punk you, fam. You got
Yo,
it to
what's
play with
your?
your homeboy, fam.
You got Street Fighter?
Canvas in the chat.
No, I know that. I see. You got Street Fighter?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, I got it, but I ain't been playing it much. I got a Vita recently.
Oh yeah, I see. I see. You got 8% in your trophies.
Well, don't worry
Yeah,
about it, because Jay
I'm gonna
Barry
have to
don't
holler
play
at you.
Street Fighter either.
Hey, hey
Oh,
guys, hey Jabari.
Yo,
Hey, you asked me for my PSN name. I posted it in the group chat, and
I ain't asked for your PSN name. I asked you.
I asked him for it. Mr. Fisher did.
all
Can I,
right.
can I speak on this?
Okay, yeah, you got the floor, Dean.
All right. There's already a civil war going on with this. Right here in this podcast, you have Sony dudes saying, "Oh, it's not going to do anything. It's just a 4K Blu-ray
Still
player."
fucking fragmentation.
Yet you have,
Xbox guys saying that. What are
yet you
talking
have,
about?
yet you have,
Let
yet
the-
you
Wait, I
have.
heard no PlayStation
Whoa,
do
whoa,
say
whoa,
no shit
whoa,
about
whoa.
it being a
Whoa,
4K.
We all can't talk at the same time,
That's
guys.
fucking
Let
loud.
Dean speak. Let Dean speak. Let him speak.
Yet you have
If y'all
digital.
stop being immature and let Dean speak. Thank you, everybody.
Yet you have Digital Foundry confirming that they saw the email, confirming that they saw the specs. So you got Digital Foundry, you got IGN, you got Forbes, you got
You
the
got
Wall
Next Gen
Street Journal.
720.
You got,
got-
giantbomb.com.
You got all of these people saying the exact same thing, that they saw the exact same email, and they confirmed it with their devs. So
Okay.
to say that this is not happening, you're just in denial for starters.
Nobody's
Yo,
saying it's
let
not
me ask you.
happening.
Nobody said it was
Now,
happening.
if you go throughout the internet and you go into the different forums on it, I'm not
Hey,
going to go through all the different
Zaire,
sites.
I
but
thought this was a drug-free podcast.
if
There
you
must
go,
not be a heroin-free podcast.
if you go through all of the forums,
Coming out
you're
cocaine,
already
man.
seeing PS4 owners saying, "Oh, this is a bunch of bullshit. I'm not going to upgrade my console." And you have another half saying, "Oh, why should you hold gaming back? I want to get this new console." And you already have guys saying, "Well, you can stick with your crappy PS4. I want the new PS4 Neo." So it's already going down in that sense. And also, too, PS4 owners are used to having the superior console this generation with all of their trolling of the Xbox
They're
One.
still going to until the new
Xbox One games.
comes out.
So now when the PS4 Neo comes out, they're going to troll against the regular PS4 vanilla owners. 100% that's going to happen. They're going to say, "Oh, look at my game. My game is in 1080p, 60 frames per second. Your game is in 1080p. It's going. Digital Foundry says it's at 22 frames per second." That's
They
going to
gonna
happen
do
for
it.
starters.
They gonna do it for sure.
Number two, these people saying that, "Oh, it's not going to be a big update." Have you guys seen the specs on this thing? And remember that it's in a closed box. Now, not to bring PC into it, but if you're gonna compare the GPU to a PC GPU, this thing is gonna do 1440p easily. It's
You
gonna
must
do
be smoking
1440.
the best grade of dope in your
Do
goddamn
you
life.
see how many? Do you see how many CUs it has? It has 38 CUs. Do you know how much an R9? Do you know how much an R9 290? How many CUs it has? It has 40 CUs. It has 2 CUs more. An R9 290, you can get 1440p, 60 frames per second easily.
Hey, what's your dealer, fam?
Well, no, you made a good point. You made a valid point, though. That is, you talk on a closed environment.
Wait. No, he didn't, because he said Sony guys were arguing amongst each other about the specs.
No, we're talking about the CUs. Talking about the CUs.
Those are Xbox guys.
No,
Okay.
those are not
Ain't
Xbox.
nobody saying it's gonna be a bump.
Hey, Zaire, can we please
It's got twice the performance. So let's double 1080p by 2 times. You get 1440p, my friend.
I don't think it's one.
Hey, Zaire.
I don't think.
Wait.
It has twice the performance. It has twice the CUs.
Wait, hold on 1 second. You're saying that it's not twice the performance, Ken Masters? What you're saying?
No, what did he just say?
I
He's
said it
saying
has
that
twice the performance.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it has. I thought it was 36 CUs, but
Oh,
we're talking about a closed environment.
It's not gonna play in 1440p though.
I doubt it's gonna play in that
It's
either.
not gonna
Not
do
all
that.
the games. Probably like a smaller title.
No, we
It
talking
will
about
be able
AAA
to
is
do
not.
14. It will be able to do 1440p, 60 frames per second, and then from there they're going to upscale it to 4K. 100%, it's going to do that. It's in a closed box environment.
Yeah, no, upscale.
Oh my
All right, but
goodness.
Dean, the thing is, it's not going to be native 4K.
Right.
Some
Well,
games,
nobody-
some games will be able to do native 4K. Let's see. I don't want to commit too much to the 4K because let's see if it's using Polaris. If it's in fact using Polaris, then yeah, it'll be able to do 4K 30 frames per
But
second.
if it's not, upscaling
If it's not, then it's going to be stuck at 2K.
4K.
But it's supposedly using a 14 nanometer, so and the CUs that's listed on it doesn't fit into any current AMD architecture, only Polaris. So all the experts, all the digital foundries, they're all saying that the architecture leads to Polaris.
Dean, I doubt that we're gonna see any 4K like true games on the new PS.
Pretty much.
If
Unless
it's
it's
gonna
like
I doubt it.
If there's
It's gonna take us a while to get there for consoles.
if there's any 4K games, it's gonna
No,
be
he said
something like
1440p. That's not 4K.
Nobody's trying to play Shantae in 4K.
No, I
fam.
mean 4K.
And another thing, people that say, "Oh, I have a 1080p, so what the hell does 2K or 4K mean to me?" But there's such a thing called super sampling, right? Which it downscales it, but it's using like the higher textures. So you even though it's a 1080p, you're still getting a much cleaner image. And also too, with all the brute power that they have, they can add better textures, better effects, more things going on the screen. You guys are really underestimating.
But nobody.
The 2 times power increase
Even
that
if
this
it
system's
does,
going to
At
have.
the end of
But
the
Dean,
day,
even if it does, it's not going to fracture the community.
exactly.
No, it's not. I don't think it will. It's not going to fracture the community in the sense.
That's
because,
what we were talking
you know what?
about.
The regular PS4 guys, they're still going to have the same damn system that they always had. Nothing's going to change. And this is using like PC architecture, x86. So basically, it's just okay. It's not as refined as the universal window apps, where it's like built into the code. They don't have to do
Wait a
nothing.
minute,
They're
you said
going to have.
Universal Window Apps are refined.
Well, in the code for universal window apps, you don't have to code it for 2K, for 4K, for consoles. It's just one damn code, and it knows if you have an Xbox, it scales it to the Xbox.
Yo,
to the PC, it scales it to the PC. Okay, that's like watch GDC, go through all the files. That's a fact. I don't want to get into that though. But what I'm trying to say is that for the PS4, what's going to happen is that it's gonna scale it. So they're gonna have to do a little bit of work on it.
No, he's making a good point.
They're gonna have to do a little bit of work on it, but it's gonna scale it. So the PS4 guys are gonna get the games that they were always gonna get, and the PS4 Neo guys are just gonna get a much higher fidelity version. It's not gonna fragment the market, but the fanboys they're
talking about internal fighting.
Sure.
Basically, what I'm talking about internal fighting amongst PlayStation guys.
The internal fighting.
Can we move on to the next question?
The internal fighting that's going to happen is only going to be happening by the big extreme people or whatever.
It's already happening now. These are the forums. It's happening.
Next question, please.
Damn.
God bless.
Hey yo, but there's no eternal fighting between no PlayStation guys, man. The PlayStation Nation is strong. This ain't Xbox.
Yeah, go to NeoGAF. Go to NeoGAF and go through that thread, and please tell me that.
The same thing's going to happen. I mean, the same exact thing's going to happen when the Xbox gets their new console.
No, it's not, because we're dying to get a more powerful console, so we don't have to hear the we got a better console than you guys.
Wait. I thought y'all had DX12 in the cloud.
We do.
What? How are they
struggling as is?
First of all, DX12. If you want to talk about DX12, there is no game that's out right now apart from there are like strategic games on Ashes of Singularity that are complete ground up DX12 games. These games started off with DX11 and they were ported over to DX12.
Dean,
so that's completely different.
Dean, Ashes of Singularity is not a ground up built DX12 game.
Yes, it is.
Actually, no, you can actually put it in DX11 mode. And see,
Yeah, but it was
different.
also designed. But it was also designed for GX12 from the start
No,
too.
it wasn't.
You know that Ashes of Singularity is the only game that you
my
can take a
gosh.
NVIDIA GPU and an AMD GPU
about
and they
Quantum
work
Break?
together. It is a
Yo, can we
complete
move on to the
DX12
next
game.
question?
Oh my lord. Okay, go. Yeah.
You guys are really uneducated. You guys need to watch GDC and get your
Man,
facts.
I just
Seriously.
No, Dean, I
I think
agree with you.
I
I
think
think we want to move on to
you
the
might
next
watch
question.
GDC, but I don't think you understand what they say.
Listen, Dean is handing you motherfuckers these L's, man.
No, he's not.
He busted
Dean
your
is
ass
talking a bunch
last
of
week.
bullshit.
Yeah.
That's what
Dean
he
is the
doing.
MVP.
That
don't
nigga
know
said
what-
1440p,
what about
60
Quantum Break?
frames.
What about Quantum Break?
Huh?
What about Quantum Break?
Power of the cloud. Y'all remember that?
Okay. About the power of the cloud. Have you read that article that just came out?
Hey,
In
all I
China
know is
right
that
now, they're
Xbox
doing
One-
cloud streaming.
No.
Huh?
Did you guys read that article that in
Yeah,
China
so-
right now,
How is that
Xbox is
helping
doing cloud
Xbox?
streaming?
So
How is that helping Xbox right
What?
now?
it,
How is that helping Xbox right now?
Well, they're
Please
doing the beta
explain.
testing. Maybe this is
What do
something
you
they're going to
mean beta
announce at
testing?
So they're
E3.
gonna beta test it in China?
Yeah, because China has a better
Wait.
China. You guys are laughing. You guys are so ignorant. China has a better infrastructure than us. These guys have like
No, he's
gigabyte
right.
internets, man.
Dean,
Yeah,
you
Dean,
are
no,
So
Yeah,
why
yeah.
did
Dean's
why
right
did
about that.
Microsoft sell Americans on the power of the cloud? So they was just bullshitting you, basically.
No, it's just not.
American cell
First
power.
of all, the cloud is going to launch at E3 when they
Now the cloud.
release Crackdown 3, and we're going to beta test it in the summer. We're all going to play that, and then we're all going to be able to make our own decision off of that.
Good point.
And also too for the Xbox cloud streaming, for the PS4,
It wasn't
the PS
streaming at
Now,
first.
they're using PS3s in the cloud.
It
For the
wasn't streaming at
Xbox
first.
streaming,
It
we
was
don't know what type of
graphics
GPUs they're using in the cloud for that.
So
We don't know.
So, okay,
rendering,
here,
though. You
Dean,
were sold on
I'll ask
graphics
you a
rendering.
question. Is the cloud gonna fragment the Xbox community?
It's going to fragment the ones that don't have online, I guess.
Or the ones that actually have a
But-
shit
but
on?
no one has online. Who the hell doesn't have
Who has an
online?
Xbox? Who has an Xbox that's not online? Just
Okay,
like-
no, I'm not talking about the
That's
people
the
who don't
same
have
thing
online.
Don
I'm talking-
Matrix said, and it cost y'all this generation.
That's why
But realistically, who has a console that doesn't have online?
Dean,
Seriously.
There's people over in the UK that can't even do the PS4, PS Now, because their internet's not strong enough. So they're definitely not going to be able to do the cloud.
Yeah, well,
They don't have
you know what?
strong internet,
Just
so they're
because
freaking
5% of gamers can't do something doesn't mean it's going to hold
Is that
all of.
really the
Doesn't
amount?
mean that it should hold all
it
of
really
gaming back.
5%?
I'm sorry.
5%. You got
Are you sure?
Okay, but John, but you have to think about the majority of gamers. Like, you know, what were to happen if you were to screw over those people? Like, you have to think about it.
the majority is not in America, though.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the last question
Dean
here.
has the answers.
Wait, last question. Let's
You
hear
know.
this shit.
Wait, last question. What?
Yeah, last question. All right. E3 2016.
PS1.
Can I go first?
Yeah, you can go first, Joseph. E3 2016.
PS1.
And I'm gonna ask you, this is gonna be open-ended questions, not so much pro Sony, Microsoft, or Nintendo. Nintendo's in here too. What are you expecting from Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo at this year E3? Who stands a chance to walk away with it? Just be as non-biased as possible, Joseph.
For me, I feel like it's all going to be even. I think Nintendo's going to show their new console. We're going to see something cool there. I feel like Microsoft's going to show some demos for ReCore, Crackdown 3. They're going to show some Gears of War 4. They might even show some AAA games like Ghost Recon Wildlands demo. You know, we're going to see some cool shit there. For Sony, I would like to see a God of War 4. I would like to see maybe, hopefully, a new Twisted Metal, Crash Bandicoot, something back in
I thought they closed that studio down. They did Twisted Metal.
I didn't know that.
New Crash Bandicoot.
That's
I would like to see something new. God of War 4 would be nice. I would like to see a God of War 4, maybe talk about their Neo. Just something that will surprise me. Every year, every E3, I always wish like Sony would just shock me, and they haven't shocked me since PS2. To be God honest with you.
Oh shit.
I don't hate Sony. I haven't been shocked.
All right.
I want to
agree
be
with you.
shocked. I really want to be shocked.
All right.
They
You know, it would be shocking for me getting the getaway. Oh man, if I got a sequel
That'll
to
be
the Getaway.
cool. That'll be
Oh,
cool.
man.
No, you said since the PS.
I would like them to bring back Spyro or something, or another Resistance Fallen Man would be nice.
All right.
I'm gonna say it like, you know, y'all are right. Like, you know what? It's even for everybody. All right, like, you know, Nintendo has a chance to win, but I doubt it. Sony has a chance. Like, I don't know. This is a tough one, man.
So what do you want to see from Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo this year's E3?
All right. What I want to see from Sony is more first-party support and less remasters. First of all.
Good point.
You do know that less than 10% of the games are actually remastered, right?
Rambo, let the man answer the question.
You gotta be educated.
Busting his
I
chops.
definitely need to be
Let him
educated.
speak.
Okay, this is man's opinion. What else want to see? And what else want to say?
All right, Ken. Let me get back at you with that. All right, they released God of War 3, The Last of Us, Heavy Rain, Beyond Souls, Tearaway, Gravity Rush, so on and so on. Need I say more? Thank you.
All right.
Oh, by the way, I want to go back. I would love to see a Red Dead Redemption 2.
Okay.
I would love to see that.
That's coming. You're gonna see it.
That's definitely happening. I know we'll get it.
Yeah, that's happening.
So all right. So that's it. What do you want to see from Nintendo, M?
What I want to see from Nintendo, I want to see them. I want to see them to get third-party support back. To be honest, but that seems like a lost cause at this point. Like I said, that's why I became a PlayStation dude. Because in 2013, I realized, shit, the Wii U ain't going nowhere. I just got a PS3.
All right. Okay. Josh, what do you want to see in E3?
Shit, they better show God of War. That bitch gonna be sold, man. I ain't even lie. PS4 gonna be gone if they don't show some God of War. Xbox,
I
they
want to
already
see
got.
like a new Infamous, possibly.
Hey, my nigga, you already had your turn. But
I'm sorry, nigga.
but yeah,
You better chill.
Xbox gonna have to drop something else besides goddamn Gears this holiday. They can keep that bullshit.
I'm sorry. I had to remove Emery with the racist shit. We don't do that racist shit here. It's not what we're about here, man. So his ass is gone. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Josh.
Thank you.
And at E3, this nigga Jabari gonna have to see me on Street Fighter since this nigga been ducking. He don't play no goddamn games when somebody versus his ass, but we ain't gonna talk about it. He gonna duck me, but it's cool.
He been in the dojo since I whooped his ass. He been in the dojo ever since, man. You know what I mean?
As I said,
720 whooped that ass.
Where'd Emery go? He left?
And neither Zaire or who's that said that joined up.
This nigga don't want to see me in Street Fighter. I asked this nigga on Twitter. He don't want to see me, fam.
I put up a league. Neither Zaire or my man right here did not join up yet. So
Like,
I ain't trying to do all that, nigga. Hey, you can just come invite me, nigga. We can see each other, dog. We can just
put up a league.
Bro.
It's a league where you can fight everybody.
I'm not. I want to fight you, nigga. Don't be trying to put your counsel niggas on. I want to fight
He
you.
says, put some respect on his name. I'm talking to you, nigga.
You trying to get your partners, nigga.
Put some respect on.
You're not fighting nobody on party. You're gonna fight against me if you're in the league.
Or you could just hop off of here and hop your ass on PlayStation. Hey, but y'all continue, fam. Y'all continue.
Jabari said his account ain't gonna be gold until Friday when he get paid though. So he was multiplayer this Friday. He get paid this Friday. His shit went off.
On to the next man. He don't want to see me.
All right, Jabari, what do you want to see from Nintendo, Microsoft, and Sony this year's E3?
Let me go with the company I don't really care about. I don't really care about what Microsoft shows. They'll show me Scalebound, and that's not good.
You don't care about Recall?
I mean, I like the developers behind Recall. So yeah.
You don't care about Cuphead?
Already seen Cuphead, man. Why would I need to see Cuphead again?
You don't care about Crackdown?
No, I don't care for.
Here's the War 4.
No, I don't care for.
Sea of Thieves.
I don't care for Sea of Thieves either. But
You're being honest.
for Nintendo, I would like to see what this NX is all about. I'm sick and tired of these rumors. I just want to see something concrete.
Mm-hmm.
And if they show more of that Zelda game with a release date and the Metroid game, Nintendo could pull one off right there, in my opinion. For Sony is definitely going to show a lot more of the first party games. We know that Sony Bandit got something. We know that Sucker Punch got something coming, and we know Santa Monica got something coming. So I think Sony's gonna win E3 again. It's just every year they keep winning it. So we'll see.
Last year Nintendo won E3 actually.
No, they didn't. But
that's what the Game Informer said.
How?
No, they didn't win E3.
How?
How's that possible?
That's a good question. I don't know.
All right.
Well,
all right,
the perception last year was that PS4 won it, but they won it with games that still ain't out. So I don't know, man.
I mean, they won with games. Goddamn it.
I say Xbox
Stipulation
fans.
has-
This is every E3. This is what happens. Microsoft fans say they win. Sony fans say they win. And Nintendo fans. But I don't know how Nintendo can win without even going to E3. That pre-take.
Yeah, that was
stop.
that was
That's
kind
not
of
it.
kind of funny. That was kind of funny.
All right, let me moving right along. We got here my man, Mr. Official. What do you want to see this year at E3 from Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo?
I don't really get no expectations actually for well,
What
I
about
have no
expectations?
expectations
But
at all.
what would you like to see though? Like what will spark your interest? Maybe get you to buy a Nintendo NX or whatever the case. But,
The only thing I say is in Nintendo NX. Sony, I think they're pretty much gonna surprise, or hopefully they don't get everything leaked by then. Microsoft, nothing really I'm looking forward to. I don't care for Crackdown, Sea of Thieves. I'm not a fan of pirates, so
The people that's hyping up Crackdown don't care for Crackdown, man. Come on.
yeah, that shit don't
Yeah.
at all to me. But that's my opinion. I don't know. I'm curious to see what I guess God of War is gonna bring. Even though I'm not a big fan of it, I just want to see what it's gonna
you're not
look
a big
like.
fan of God of War?
It'd be nice to see a new.
Nah,
a new
I got God
chapter
of War
of God
3
of
and
War.
finished it, but I'm not really on it like that.
You didn't finish God of War 3?
No, I said I finished it, but I'm not a fan of it like that. It's cool.
Yo, I forgot to say that. I would love to see another Sci-Fi Unfiltered. That would be fucking amazing. Bring back Splinter Cell or something. Like to Confine. That would be cool.
They're not bringing back Sight to me.
Yeah, I don't think they're bringing that shit back either.
You never know.
I don't know. I'm just, you know what? Actually, for Sony, I want to see that Sucker Punch game and what's the name of them devs for that game they was recently talking about? Sony Bend.
Yeah, Sony Bend.
They got dropped, but that's pretty much it. And I just want to see Nintendo NX.
Well,
Microsoft is
I'm
giving me a
sorry.
reason not to trade this gen, pretty much, because it's getting traded come E3.
Oh shit! Don't do an Anxiety podcast. Not an Anxiety podcast.
Oh yeah, brother. Listen, let's not be try to be courteous here. All right, Team Reaper, you there, Team Reaper?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, what do you want to see this year at E3 from Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo?
Microsoft, I want to see the more upcoming titles. I want to hear what, the big plan for the year and the promotion for the future of Xbox. Sony, I want to see more backing of first-party AAA titles. And
Okay.
Nintendo, I want to see them finally reveal their NEX.
Oh, the NEX, my man. All right, Ken Masters, Baby Pony himself. What do you want to see from Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo at this year's E3?
Bring on, dude.
Nintendo, I want to see the NX, and hopefully we get some Super Metroid or the new Legend of Zelda footage.
All right.
Zelda. Microsoft, I mean, I want to see like some more footage of Scalebound, Recore, the devs behind that. I heard they have a good reputation, but I haven't seen any gameplay. I don't even know what the game is going to be. So hopefully we see something on that. But other than that, I'm not really.
What about Sony?
Huh?
What about Sony?
Well, for Mike. Well, I just wanted to finish what I was going to say.
Okay, yeah. Well, Microsoft, you said Recore, Scalebound. Okay.
And I want to see what new Halo they put out.
Oh, snake. Might cut this motherfucking mic off.
So for Sony, basically what they do every year, what they do in the gaming industry, man.
So what you do every year? You mean the Sony they're very repetitive with all these remasters? Is what are you saying? Ken Masters, speak your mind, speak.
Nah, man, they just gonna be putting out games, man. The only thing I want them to do differently is, I mean, I know it's hard for them, but I want to see games that's not gonna be out 2-3 years from now, but more as that's gonna be out in the next year and a half.
So you want Sony more transparency from Sony, to be honest, not to show you the Last Guardian from the PlayStation 3 9 years ago is what you're saying.
Well, they said Last Guardian is coming out this year, so that's still.
Yeah, and then it got delayed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when did they say it got delayed?
When did it get delayed?
Oh, so wait. So if I'm non-biased, so
The
if
Horizon
Last Guardian's
game was
coming
pretty
out
cool.
this year, so that was PS4 footage that we saw last year at E3? Shit, that's horrible.
What, The Last Guardian?
Yeah.
I thought it was PS2 fucking shit.
Yeah. Oh my God. Hold on. Wait. Listen here. Get that guy.
It needs a fucking.
You Xbox go for the fucking throat, man. Jesus.
It needs a
Anyway,
fucking visual
I wanna
fidelity.
Anyway, I just Sony's gonna bring it. They're gonna bring the games. They're gonna bring the variety. You know, I hope to see that, and I'm pretty much sure that I'm going to see that. So, I mean, what can we say? It's the same story every year. It's Microsoft with the pre-rendered footage and Halo, Forza Gears, Sony with the variety, and Nintendo. Hopefully, they're gonna step it up this year. So.
All right.
I would really like to see the Horizon game from Sony, see what's going on with that, because they talk about delays for that. I don't know if that's even true or whatever.
I mean, delays suck, man.
But it sucks. But you got to do what you gotta do. I'd rather have a working game than have a broken game. You know, it is what it is.
One looking like Quantum Break.
All right. Jay Barry. Okay, let's be fair here.
Yeah, I didn't even play
Quantum
Quantum Break.
Oh no, I already answered.
I'm sorry. Oh, Dean, my brother Dean. You went to Dean?
Yeah, no, I haven't gone yet.
Yeah.
For the NX, honest to tell you, there's nothing I'm looking forward to. That Mario shit, I've just outgrown Nintendo. I've just outgrown it. They don't interest me at all.
I feel you.
On the PS4 side, I'm looking forward to seeing what Gran Turismo is going to bring. I'd like them to announce God of War.
Yes.
And I'd really like to get a sequel to The Getaway. I've been waiting for that game for like freaking 8 years, man.
Mm-hmm.
On the Xbox side, I'm looking for Recore, Sea of Thieves. I want to see that. Crackdown. I'm dying to see that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would like them to announce Alan Wake, like a new Alan Wake.
Mm-hmm.
And on the console side, I'm hoping that they do announce a new console that has 4K Blu-ray playback, that is more powerful than the PS4 Neo and obviously the Xbox One, and that you won't need to buy a console, for a good amount of time because it has a Lightning port and it will support AMD's add-on GPUs. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Good. Well, okay. All right. Well, me personally, from Sony, of course, I'm God of War. I'm a big God of War fanboy. I want to see what this Neo is about. I hope it's a sleek-looking console. And I hope to, according to, like I said, the email that I was reading, that they're going forward, that Sony's going to show off all their exclusives. Everything's going to be on Neo mode, so they're going to angle that carrot to, in front of the guys and get them to buy this new console. But it's supposed to be something amazing to look at. So, not so many of those indies. I don't give a fuck about those indies. I'm just being honest.
You don't care about Cuphead?
That's published by Microsoft.
Nigga, it's an indie, nigga.
That's still
I'm
an
talking
indie.
about
It's
shit
not
like
a AAA retail exclusive.
No. Let me. I'm talking about shit like. I'm talking about shit like Octodad and shit like that. I don't want to see that shit.
That was published by Sony.
Yeah, Octodad is in stores, ain't it?
That's not an indie, is it?
It is.
That's a cell phone game.
Wait, no, that's an indie.
It's actually on
Oh,
Xbox
okay.
One.
Yeah, but I'm talking about shit like. I don't believe indies deserve a stage in the big stage. I'm just my opinion. As far as the
So
Nintendo,
I was Cuphead at E3 last year.
who? I don't care who
Why
it
was
was. I don't give a
Cuphead
fuck.
on
I listen.
Wait, so you don't
Say
like
it
how
again.
Cuphead looks?
Indies do not belong on the big stage.
So you saying
I
Microsoft
didn't
lost
buy a
last year?
next generation console to play $2 games. I don't give a
Now,
fuck.
now you see why you don't have as much games as PS4?
No, that's why my dick is bigger than yours. So, don't
Oh,
That's how you know he got hurt.
Diet moderate.
the fuck, man?
Diet
I'm a pony. I'm a
That's how you know he hurt. That's how you know he hurt.
Oh shit!
donkey dick. But anyway, back to what I said before I was really
I hit a nerve.
unicorn here. For the Nintendo NX, I really don't have much expectation for that. Like I said, if the Nintendo NX can get third-party support, I have the same game as Sony and Microsoft as far as third-party, and I will buy NX. I don't really care for Mario and all that shit. And I need the basic online features. Voice chat mandatory, game invites mandatory, as what's going on with the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. I want to feel like I'm taking a step back if I was to get to the Nintendo NX. And Microsoft, I want to see the answer, for the Neo. They got to show something. Even if it doesn't release this year, they got to, put a little water on the flame. Like, hey, this is what we got coming out, to 2017, when I was kind of turbine over the new console will be out 2017.
Xbox Fire.
Whatever the Beast Fire, bitch.
Fire.
Whatever the fuck it's gonna be called, Xbox Infinity, Xbox Voltron, whatever the fuck it's gonna be called. They got to show something what we're working on, and that's about it, man. And as far as third party games, I was really interested in Mass Effect 4 and that new fucking Ghost Recon.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about Mass Effect. That's right.
Yeah, I'm a big Mass. I like Mass Effect.
Oh, so you care about the multiplats on Xbox?
I like games, period. I don't give a fuck. I'd rather play a AAA multiplayer than a bullshit exclusive any day. Any day of the goddamn week. You know what I mean? But other than that, that's about it, man.
You're saying that Microsoft was not offering any AAA exclusives. So
Oh,
you
yeah, I got Recore, I got Forza Horizon 3, I got Gears of War 4.
Recore is going to be AAA?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Record? AAA?
Is it going to be a retail store?
Recore is AAA. for
Recore is
sure.
only going to be on Xbox and maybe games for Windows.
Oh, wait, you said Recore wasn't.
Shit.
Wait, you said Recore's not going to be a fucking AAA?
No, I'm asking.
I'm
you.
asking.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a AAA. Come on.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
it going to be in stores?
I'm answering the question. Is Persona 5 a AAA?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Fuck out of here, man.
Yo, I got to get going.
All right, me too. These fucking pony come with these fucking lies. They're starting this shit already. But listen, for this round 4, I gotta be honest. Round 4, the fucking Xbox, they won a fucking again.
Only in your mind. Only in your mind.
You ponies bought lies, racism. I don't know what's up with that guy.
Yeah, we don't claim that guy.
Don't
We
love
don't
him,
claim
bro.
that guy.
Yeah, he's
I don't like that N-word shit. That's just
yeah,
fucked
so
up.
he's
I
gonna
don't
be
like
fucking.
that
I
shit.
thought he was black. I don't know what the fuck.
Nah, he
He's
white.
I can tell.
He wasn't even saying nigga.
No,
He was saying nigger. Yeah,
No,
got
he was
to go.
white whenever his camera came on.
No,
but-
you could.
Oh, did he say the ER? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's special.
Oh,
You could
shit.
tell he's special. He's not. He ain't.
When he said, "Grandma, get me a sandwich," I was like, "Oh shit."
I don't think that he was actually. I don't think he's actually 100%. I mean, he
Nah,
liked Nintendo, so.
he's special in the head. You can't.
Yeah, we don't do the racist
can't-
shit,
you
but
can't.
he will be removed from Bang Bang. But anyway, sorry for anybody that was offended by that. Like I said, the show is just to have fun. Thank everybody for coming on. Please subscribe to everyone's channel here. Everyone give me the link. I can put it in the description below. And we catch you guys next week, man.
Join the league.
We can slaughter these fucking ponies again. I'm sorry. We out of here. Bang, bang.